William, Isabella, Thomas, and Eliza made their way towards the Knights Templars' stronghold. Disguised as travelers seeking shelter for the night, they had gathered enough information to know that the knights were holding a secret meeting that night, and they hoped to gain entry and eavesdrop on their plans. As they approached the gates, they were stopped by a group of heavily armed guards. William and his companions tried to convince the guards that they were innocent travelers, but their ruse was quickly discovered. A fierce battle ensued, with William and his allies fighting valiantly against the Knights Templars' soldiers. They were outnumbered, but their determination and skill proved to be too much for the knights, and they were able to defeat them and gain entry to the stronghold. Once inside, they moved quickly and quietly, avoiding any guards or patrols. They eventually came upon the room where the Knights Templar were holding their meeting. Peering through a small opening in the door, they listened intently as the knights discussed their plans for seizing control of the kingdom. They spoke of assassinating the king and installing their own puppet ruler, someone who would do their bidding and allow him to rule with an iron fist. William and his companions were horrified by what they heard. They knew that they had to act quickly to stop the Knights Templars' plan. They waited until the meeting was over and the knights had dispersed before making their move. They quickly gathered evidence of the knights' treachery, including documents and maps outlining their plans. As they were making their escape, they were confronted by the knights' leader, a formidable warrior known as Sir Richard. "Stop right there," Sir Richard bellowed. "You will not leave here alive." Quote, a fierce battle ensued, with William and Sir Richard fighting one-on-one. The two warriors were evenly matched, but William's determination and skill proved to be too much for Sir Richard, and he was able to defeat him. With the evidence they had gathered, William and his companions were able to prove the Knights Templars' treachery to the king and the people of the kingdom. The knights were arrested and brought to justice, and the kingdom was saved from their tyranny. As they made their way back to Eliza's cottage, William couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. He had saved the kingdom and stopped the Knights Templars' plan, all with the help of his friends and allies. But he also knew that the fight was far from over. There would always be those who sought power and control, and it was up to people like him to stand up against them and fight for what was right.